Welcome back to BLOCKTV. It's time for Blockheads, where we round up the top headlines from across the cryptosphere. The cryptosphere, as usual, is moving, and here are some headlines you gotta know to catch you up. First up, Cointelegraph with City of São Paulo to use blockchain registry for public works. The Daily Hodl with Ripple's cross-border payments launch in 40 countries across 6 continents. AMD Crypto with Bitcoin is the solution to all the protests going on around the world, says Max Kaiser. Crypto Globe reporting that Peter Schiff, Bitcoin failed safe haven test again. And lastly, Crypto reporting that cryptocurrency traders call out Justin Sun for allegedly buying followers and manipulating Tron's blockchain figures. Cointelegraph reported that the municipal government of São Paulo, Brazil, is going to use a blockchain registry for its projects that are considered public works. The city has decided to implement a blockchain solution for public work after poor conditions forced the closure of several bridges and roads despite significant public investment in their construction. Blockchain firm Construtivo was contracted to implement a blockchain solution for City Hall. According to Marcus Gardero, president of the company, the platform will improve access to project-relevant data for all stakeholders. He said, quote, "It is imperative that data from all construction work assets in the city of São Paulo or from ongoing projects be available online to any decision maker. Process and document management takes place in real time from anywhere." Granadero further noted that using blockchain technology for public projects will allow the city to identify the source of any future problems that may surface years after a project's completion. The Daily Hodl reporting that Ripple says its cross-border payments technology is now up and running in 40 countries across 6 continents. Jeremy Light, the company's vice president of European Union strategic accounts, told the International Association of Money Transfer Networks that Ripple has rolled out new payment possibilities in North America, Europe, Asia, Latin America, and Africa, the latest powering payments to Nigeria from Canada. Light further explained, quote, "A growing number of digital-first payment providers are entering the global remittance market. They're serving a need from populations that banks have neglected or avoided in the past. This is a huge opportunity to capture the unbanked and underbanked and connect them to the global economy." The report notes that the majority of Ripple's clients are using the company's payment messaging system xCurrent to power payments, but Light believes that the company's solution, called xRapid, will increasingly be adopted as companies and regulators become more comfortable with blockchain. Currently, the most high-profile company using xRapid is MoneyGram. AMB Crypto reported that in a recent segment of the Kaiser Report, Stacey Herbert, one of the show's hosts, discussed what she called a paradigm shift evolving in the financial industry. Herbert indicated an imminent collapse of fiat, taking the example of China's current meltdown with the trade war, and suggested that the era of Bitcoin has officially begun. Max Kaiser, the host of the show and the man that has been into Bitcoin from the beginning, gave his 2 cents on the matter and stated that the financial industry had entered a state of deglobalization and de-dollarization, and the current situation could only be supported by Bitcoin. Take a look.
We have now the deglobalization and de-dollarization, which will be superseded by the age of individual sovereignty. And the way to fund that is through Bitcoin. If you have your keys, it's unconfiscatable and it's hard money. So this is the first time ever in the history of humans that you've had an unconfiscatable hard money available to individuals. And this will give rise to a globe of individually sovereign individuals. The nation state will subside, and the role of fiat money will collapse, and we'll have a new era. The obvious connection to individual sovereignty and escape from the nation state and the tyranny of fiat money is obvious. And that message is now getting through to people like Joe Kernan at CNBC. He's now become a Bitcoin drone. Or not Art Carney. I'm thinking of the honeymooners. I mean Mark Carney over there at the Bank of England in London. He's now almost gotten to the point of being a Bitcoin drone. He now is embracing digital currencies as a global solution against the dollar. The global insurrection against banker occupation, we started that really before Occupy Wall Street, before the revolution in Cairo, before obviously the Gilets jaunes in France or the protests in Hong Kong. They're all connected. All these protests are connected. They're all connected to a rebellion against fiat money and banks. They're all global insurrection against banker occupation. The solution for the Gilets jaunes is Bitcoin. The solution to the protests in Hong Kong is Bitcoin. The solution to the oppression in Egypt is Bitcoin. It has the same solution. You have all these groups are protesting. Once the penny drops or the Bitcoin drops and they understand this, then you'll see that $100,000 price pretty quickly.
Big words from Matt Kaiser, but not everyone agrees. For instance, Crypto Globe reported that gold lover and known Bitcoin hater Peter Schiff took to Twitter to argue how Bitcoin had failed to prove itself as a safe haven asset during a recent episode of global turmoil. Schiff recently published a series of tweets explaining that Bitcoin had once again failed to pass what he calls the safe haven test, apparently feeding his anger on analysts calling the cryptocurrency a safe haven. Of course, Schiff believes gold and certain fiat currencies provide a better alternative. In his tweet, he said, quote, "Bitcoin has again failed the safe haven test on Friday as escalating trade tensions sent global stock markets plunging. Investors sought refuge in monetary safe havens. The Japanese yen, Swiss franc, and especially gold all moved higher, yet Bitcoin plunged by more than stocks." Naturally, Bitcoin supporters argue that the price of Bitcoin was not plunging despite its fall in value throughout August. Schiff countered that Bitcoin losses have outpaced the stock market while precious metals have continued to rise. Commenters were also saying that Schiff is no longer acting as someone who is pro-gold, rather anti-Bitcoin, to which Schiff responded with, quote, "Not true. I just want to make sure that people who are correctly worried about a coming crisis in our US dollar-based fiat monetary system and who are also looking for a hedge don't make the mistake of buying digital fool's gold instead of the real thing." Hating on crypto is definitely becoming a full-time job for some. Moving on to Crypto, reporting that scrutiny is once again surrounding Tron founder Justin Sun, who may be buying his way through Twitter due to the recent data that shows that the rapid growth of his Twitter followers might not be organic. Replying to the tweet announcing the launch of Tron's virtual machine, crypto trader and investor Josh Rager hinted, not so lightly, that the CEO is still purchasing between 5,000 to 6,000 followers on a daily basis. In his tweet, Rager wrote, "Looks like you're still buying 5,000 to 6,000 followers per day. My favorite stat is how you went from losing net negative followers per month to gaining 5,000 followers daily like clockwork in late 2018. You're such a meme, I feel sorry for Tron investors." Then attached was Rager's proof, a sheet of the stats, so we can all see for ourselves. Sun has not yet responded, and Twitter users seem to be split in their thoughts. Some believe that this is standard practice, while others see it as a problem, as people see legitimacy in numbers and could potentially take Sun's posts too seriously. That was Blockheads for today. Keep on watching for more blockchain and cryptocurrency related news.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.